Hi. If you want something stuck in someone's head, put it into a sequence of 3, said Brian Clark. He was talking about the rule of 3. So what is the rule of 3? Why 3? And what are some ways in which you can use the rule of 3? These are 3 things I am going to talk about today. 3 little pigs. Newton's 3 laws of motion. Liberty, equality, fraternity. Friends, Romans, countrymen. These are all examples of the usage of the rule of 3. Examples that we remember so easily. As the Latin phrase goes, omne trium perfectum, which means everything that comes in threes is perfect. Why 3? Humans process information in patterns, and 3 is the smallest number of elements required to form a pattern. That is why when storytellers split their stories into parts of 3, they find that their literature is easily remembered by the readers. What are some ways in which you can use the rule of 3? I will tell you about 3 areas. The first is if you're trying to create a slogan or a tagline. Use 3 words or 3 sentences. For example, reduce, reuse, recycle. The tagline of McDonald's, which says, I'm loving it. Just do it, which is the tagline of Nike. Don't we remember all these so easily? The second application of the rule of 3 is in photography. We call it the rule of thirds. This is an area very close to my heart because I am trying to dabble in a lot of mobile photography these days. So how do you use the rule of thirds? In your mobile phone camera settings, there is an option called the grid. Turn it on. Then, when you're trying to capture any scene on your mobile, your camera will look like this, your mobile phone screen, with a lot of lines in it. Choose one part of the image which you want to be the highlight of your photo and focus your camera in such a way that this particular highlighting area appears at the intersection points, any of these 4 points. That will make your photo look so much better. The third and the most important application of the rule of 3 is in something we do day in and day out, making presentations. First of all, structure your entire presentation so that it conveys 3 key messages. Each slide should have only 3 takeaways and not more. And the third is a tip on the structure of a slide if you're using a PowerPoint. Visualize your slide something like this in a grid form. Research says that the user's attention remains focused on the top left corner of the slide more than the other parts of the slide. So the most important message or takeaway from that slide should be in this area. The other less important aspects or the takeaways can be in the other areas of the slide. So next time you go lights, camera, action, remember the rule of 3.